Welcome back to Patterns of Evidence. And as many of you know, we're so excited about the release of our new film, Patterns of Evidence, Journey to Mount Sinai, Part 2. This is the accumulation of over 20 years of investigative research. And today we're going to be listening again to Jim and Penny Caldwell as they go to an area that they believe to be the rock that God commanded Moses to strike to provide water for the people.
I think one of the most incredible discoveries that we made in all of our journeys out in this area was this enormous split rock that we found. Wouldn't you agree?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
We were basically lost. We stumbled into this site. We were trying to get to the backside of the Blackened Peak Makla and find a way to backpack over Makla and research some of the areas on the east side. We ended up getting caught up in some waters, took us in the wrong direction, and at one point we came to a split in the rocks. And I could see over in the distance, it was like a box canyon, but we could see a monolith that was standing up on the hill over there. It was amazing.
It was really strange because this whole area just seems to be lots of little hills and lots of little boulders making up these hills. And then you look way off in the distance, and on top of one of these hills or mounds of boulders is this long cylindrical thing that just is sticking up out of nowhere. And it was really strange and really huge for the landscape. So we pretty much made a beeline directly for it. That ought to be a real familiar sight to everybody. That is, of course, the split rock.
The water would have possibly flowed down and formed, actually, canals and channels all the way through this whole area, through this valley. It's on a granite.
It says it gushed up as out of great depths.
It's on a granite base. You see how this area here looks like there was water flowing across it at one time.
To us, all of that appears to be water washed. The rocks I just got off of did not appear to be water washed at all. What my question is if this is all wind erosion, why aren't the rocks on each side?
Or in other areas.
Or in other areas, why haven't they been eroded at the same when they're the very same rock? So I still believe this is water erosion. The one thing that is very, very clear is this one area has been blown clean by something of debris and loose granite and loose sand.
I don't see why this area would be any different than the surrounding areas that are covered with sand.
I don't know why the wind would just blow this one area out and not blow the area behind the rock and not blow the area on the other side of that ridge. Doesn't make any sense to me that this is wind erosion.
Oh, we're extrapolating at the moment. In a what if, the rock, the flow of water, because we're standing basically on the top of this little range, and it seems to have been a tremendous amount of water flow.
And I'm looking right at the smooth washed surface, and I'm seeing those cascades right there as they head down to where Penny's standing. And we're trying.
This is out of the backside of the rock.
Yeah, this is the backside. So we've turned around and gone back up to see if we can figure out exactly where the water source is coming from.
God, give us an opportunity to come out here, and we are going to use it to explore every possible niche, cranny, whatever. Obviously, water flowed off of this area at one time, and see the cuts in the granite there, ridges, and it starts to fall. It flowed down, cascading like a waterfall. See how it worked its way down to the right there, and then straight down in that direction there, going on down the hill. Extensive valley over there, and a greater expanse there. From here, you could have seen people coming for literally miles and miles and miles. Now my dear wife has disappeared. Let me see what's happened. Oh, yeah.
This was smashed down up in this crack.
Nothing like getting right in the middle of things, huh? Leave no crack or crevice unexplored.
I'm not an archaeologist, I'm not sure about this, but I know that water does not wear down rock nearly as quickly as it wears down through a wadi, and this is rock. It's of a granite type rock. It's very hollow sounding when you clack on it. But if this were a rock that were struck, there's a big groove out here and a smooth groove out on the left side there that would appear water washed, much as sandstone is water washed. If it were just falling off, you can look up higher and see where chunks fall off. It leaves a very
Very distinct looking mark.
very distinct looking thing, but up here it looks as though water was gushing out, especially and particularly on that side.
Yeah.
The camera here. And then
Yeah,
from
washed
here,
around. See it washed around this area
there's
here.
a channel.
There's a massive flow.
There's a literal channel here that is cut out by something. I'm not saying it was the water, but it certainly could be a water flow.
Yeah.
Right up out of the center of here, this could be an underwater spring up underneath the center of here that God caused to bubble up. There's a definite appearance of a rock channel cut down here if you'll get down here a little closer. And you can see where it curved off to the right and then again off to the left. And it's kind of interesting because there's a valley looking down there and a natural wadi flow that goes all the way off that way. It's in
Yeah.
several channels. You can't see it till you get around the corner here. Several channels that way. In the Psalms, it talks about the Lord cleaving the rocks in the wilderness. The word there for cleave means to divide evenly, as in split right down the middle. It's the strangest rock that I've ever seen, and it's split right down the middle.